Hi, welcome. In this video, I am going to list the 7 weirdest menopause symptoms. Menopause can cause over 100 symptoms, some very common and well known like hot flashes, anxiety, mood swings, and wonky periods. Others are less common but still associated with menopause like pain, dizziness, itching, and brain fog. But there are a select few that are downright bizarre, and most women would never think to associate them with menopause. Let's have a look at 7 of the strangest menopause symptoms. I happen to suffer with all of them. Figures. Most women instantly associate menopause with hot flashes, but cold flashes can also occur when hormones shift. I get these cold flashes and they make no sense whatsoever. I will just randomly feel freezing. My hands, feet, and nose will be icy cold to the touch, like I'm outside standing in the snow, even in the middle of summer. What's odder than that is even though my hands and feet are icy cold to the touch, they're absolutely burning like I'm standing in a campfire. It's like my body can't decide whether to have a hot flash or a cold flash, so it just hits me with both out of nowhere at the same time. Do any of you ladies experience anything like this, or are my cold flashes just unique? I am a bit of an odd duck, so it wouldn't surprise me. These cold flashes have the very same cause as hot flashes: low estrogen's effects on the brain's internal thermostat. Number 2 is altered spatial awareness, a shift in one's ability to judge where things are in relation to one's position. And boy, do I suffer with this one. I cannot seem to navigate my way safely through any environment anymore. I am constantly ramming into door frames, knocking things over when I attempt to reach for them, slamming my elbows constantly, and ramming my shins into the corners of everything. I am a walking accident, and believe me, I was never like this prior to menopause. This shift in spatial awareness is one of the main reasons why many women complain of clumsiness in midlife. This third symptom is very odd, but it's happening to me, and I've been told by several women that they are experiencing it as well. Becoming more introverted and wanting to stay home more and more and avoid socializing. I've always been a bit of an introvert, classic type B personality, but now I'm practically a hermit. I can socialize and I generally like other human beings, but once I was well into menopause, I just started dreading social situations and being in public for any length of time. Even the most outgoing social butterflies sometimes find themselves in menopause becoming more anxious, irritable, and uncomfortable in social situations, and preferring the safety and comfort of their own homes. I don't believe there's one specific reason for this, but several explanations, some of which include anxiety, being overwhelmed at the thought of dealing with several symptoms out in public, fatigue, irritability, and depression. 4 weird reactions to food. New and worsening allergies and sensitivities can occur in menopause and sometimes take the form of food reactions. But sometimes they are so weird and random. I'm having odd reactions to foods that I have never had an issue with before. My mouth burns, my nose stuffs up, my throat clogs, I have trouble swallowing. And then within a half an hour of eating those foods, it's all gone. Disappeared like it never happened. And it seems to occur with random, unrelated food. I've also developed a gluten intolerance in menopause, and I will have a severe GI reaction within 12 hours of eating anything with gluten in it. If any of you ladies are having similar experiences, can you share with me in the comments which foods are becoming a problem for you? I'm curious to know if there are common problematic foods in menopause or if it's all random and individual, because estrogen is linked to histamine production. So I'm curious to know if the most problematic foods in menopause are caused by high histamine or histamine intolerance. I'd also like to know if many of you women are suffering a brand new gluten problem in menopause. Number 5, feeling like bugs are biting you. This symptom is bizarre and unnerving. It's common to feel tingling and itching in menopause, but some women actually complain of feeling as if they're being bitten or stung by something when there's not a bug in sight. I frequently slap myself and swatted invisible bugs, and it probably looks like I've completely lost my marbles, but honestly, it really does feel as if I'm being bitten or stung by something, and it scares and shocks me because obviously I think there's a bug on me, and I am not on friendly terms with anything from the bug or insect kingdom. Number 6 is strange sensations and burning in the mouth and throat. This bizarre phenomenon actually had me very concerned at one point. My entire mouth tingles and burns like I scalded myself with hot tea. My throat is frequently sore, and I randomly taste blood in my mouth when nothing is bleeding. I initially worried about what was causing this, and it seemed completely unrelated to my food reactions. It's called burning mouth syndrome. It causes burning of the tongue, mouth, and sometimes throat, dry mouth, and a bitter metallic taste in the mouth. It has several causes, but most frequently in menopause, it's tied to low estrogen's effects on saliva production. Number 7 is change in taste buds. This causes many women in menopause to start hating foods that they've always loved and to start adoring foods that they've always hated. Even the smell of certain foods can all of a sudden become off-putting. It reminds me of my pregnancies. There are certain foods that I cannot even be in the same room with because the smell alone makes me nauseous and sick. And these are foods that I've always eaten and enjoyed. Falling estrogen's effects on saliva production and the taste buds is said to be the cause. With so many symptoms cycling in and out, it can become extremely hard to figure out which bucket to put things in, especially when those symptoms are super random and weird. Separating which collection of weirdness is hormonal and which is completely unrelated to menopause can be a real task. Are you suffering with random strange symptoms that you think may be related to hormonal shifts in menopause? Share them with me in the comments. If you're interested in more videos on midlife and menopause, subscribe. I have a channel full of videos that may be of interest to you. I also have an Instagram page, a menopause support group, and a TikTok page if any of those are of interest to you. The links to those are always in the description. Wishing you all health, happiness, and peace of body and mind. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now.